Hello, I am JJ Smith, author of the #1 bestseller, Lose Weight Without Dieting or Working Out, and creator of the DIM system. That's the Detox, Eat, and Move system. Now, I help people lose weight without dieting or working out so they can get their sexy back. Now, I have a secret today. Shh, don't tell anybody. Now, did you know that the #1 secret to losing weight and keeping it off is to keep the liver healthy? Yes. This is so very true. Now, if you have body fat accumulation, especially around the waist and midsection, it suggests that your liver may not be functioning properly, or let's say as efficiently as it could. This is what's commonly known as sluggish liver or fatty liver. Look it up. It means the liver has stopped processing fat and it has begun to store fat. And guess where it stores it? Right around the waistline. So you're going to have to really cleanse the liver if you really want to get to a more slimmer, sexier waistline. Now, the liver is actually nicknamed the fat-burning organ. Why? Because it is responsible for breaking down fats in the body and eliminating toxins. And right now, we're taking in more and more toxins every day. What are toxins? The pollutants, the smog, the medicines, household cleaners, pesticides. You know, these toxins build up in our system over time. And when the liver gets overloaded with toxins, it has a difficult time eliminating them. And the more and more we take in, you know what it does when it can't eliminate them? It puts them in fat cells. So the more toxins we take in, the more it puts it in fat cells. So the liver has to be performing and working really well to be able to get rid of all those toxins so they don't end up as fat in the body. Now, this is important enough. I want to explain it one more time. When the toxins are in our body and the liver works to try to eliminate them and it gets overloaded with them, it takes those toxins that are unnatural to the body and it puts them in fat cells. And fat cells do not get broken down very easily. They literally weigh the body down and make the body bigger. So trying to lose weight without getting rid of the toxins guarantees you're going to just gain it back. I don't care if you eat less, you can exercise, but if you don't get rid of all the toxins, they're going to get reabsorbed and end up back in the fat cells. You understand that? So you got that kind of working against you. You don't want that. So you can see how frustrating weight loss can be if you only are focusing on what you eat and working out. It's a lot more complicated than that. Now, I know somebody's thinking, JJ, I think my liver's working just fine. Well, it might be. But what you need to understand is that, yes, the liver is capable of eliminating toxins, but when it gets overloaded with them, it really begins to have a difficult time, and it just takes all those toxins and puts them into fat cells. Now, I want you to understand, let me tell you a different way. How do you know if you have toxic overload in your body? Here are some signs: bloating, constipation, indigestion, fatigue, weight gain around the midsection, headaches, allergies. You feel me? You have any of these symptoms? Well, in my book, Lose Weight Without Dieting or Working Out, I give you a quiz. It's called the Toxic Overload Quiz that will help you determine if you have extra toxins in your body that need to be eliminated. Now, how do the toxins put extra stress on the liver? Like, what kind of toxins that put extra stress on the liver? Those pesticides in the food, those little blue pink packages, the artificial sweeteners, alcohol, heavy alcohol consumption, medications, prescription drugs. You know, sometimes when you're looking at a commercial, it'll say, you know, real low, you have to listen. It'll say, if you have a liver problem, you won't be able to take this medicine. That's because if the liver is not working properly, it can't even process those medicines. So here's the day in the life of an average person. So you start your day, you got high blood pressure. So you take your high blood pressure medicine. Then by midday, the kids, you know, they got on your nerves a little bit. Now you got to take an Advil, Tylenol. Oh, and you're in a hurry, so you're going to run to get some fast food. Well, that's processed food. And, you know, then you go to happy hour. You're going to have about 3 drinks. You're trying to get your drink on. All those things have just put extra stress on the liver. And they make it really difficult for the liver to process and eliminate them. So you can see how important it is, how important the liver is to weight loss. How do you keep your liver healthy? How do you make sure it's working properly? Well, you cleanse and protect the liver by taking herbs like milk thistle, burdock, dandelion root. Just go to any vitamin store. There'll be a whole section of liver cleanses. And I know you were in there like, what are these for? That's what they're for. Now, if you don't want to take herbs, eat what we call liver-loving foods. These are your green leafy vegetables, Your kale, your collards, your spinach, your citrus fruits, lemon, limes, all these foods really detoxify and cleanse the liver. And this is going to be key if you really want to lose weight. And remember, getting rid of these toxins help also get rid of fat cells. That's why we want to do this. So make sure you know how important it is to keep the liver healthy if you're trying to lose weight. Until next time, remember, live your life with passion, never give up on your dreams, and most importantly, love, because love never fails. Thanks for watching. For more information, go to jjsmithonline.com.